guys, what is going on, and welcome back to my channel and welcome to today's vlog. So I know it's been a while since I brought you through my day, but if I'm honest guys, I really struggle vlogging during lockdown. Like, I can do sit down videos, but I just think you would actually fall asleep if you were to watch what I do on a daily basis during lockdown. But on a more positive note, the gyms are open again in Ireland. Everything is opening again this week for Christmas and we're training today. I'm back to my normal self. I'm feeling very upbeat and positive today, so I just thought I'd bring you along with me and give you an update and just keep you in the loop. I also wanted to give you some very important prep updates in this video. I'm going to be chatting about that later on after the gym, but I did actually pick my shows for next year. I had a call with my coach and everything is set in place for next year, so I wanted to give you an update on that as well later on. But for now, I'm actually just out of bed. I wanted to show you my morning routine because I've been doing a new little routine every morning because of my lower back injury. I am sure ye are blue in the face from listening to me speak about this lower back injury, but my priority during this lockdown was to fix it. And I can put my hand up and say I am almost there, guys. I've actually seen so much progress. At the start of lockdown, I was honestly feeling a little bit hopeless. I didn't think I was going to be able to prep. My training was so bad because I had to change everything around this injury. But 6 weeks later, I'm honestly feeling so positive and just so delighted to feel back to myself. I've been going to the chiropractor twice a week. I've been going to physio once per week. And I have this new routine in the mornings that I've been doing. I did show a glimpse of it on my Instagram. And to be honest, guys, I seem to not be the only 22-year-old with a 90-year-old back, because a lot of you are in my DMs saying you have back issues as well. It must just be a thing with our generation, to be honest. So I'm going to start today's video by showing you that, but basically to give you a little bit more info from the chiropractor. My first time ever going to a chiropractor as well, guys. I was a bit sketchy because I've heard, you know, mixed opinions, but in my own experience, for the first like 2 or 3 weeks, it's obviously really expensive, may I just add. But for the first 2 or 3 weeks, I was like not feeling any benefits, and I was like, this is such a waste of time and money. And then all of a sudden, once I started implementing this routine to kind of encourage my back to stay in place, I've actually noticed such a massive difference, and I'm just so much more positive in myself. I feel like a lot of you can relate, you know, when you get an injury, and it's grand to get an injury for like 2 or 3 weeks and you get over it, but if you have a long-term injury, it can really be like very draining and just frustrating over time. So I'm really glad to be feeling back to myself. I also did put up my Christmas decorations. Myself and Gary started the decorating. We still have a lot to do, but to be honest, everything has been closed up until yesterday. So I'm hoping if I have time later on this evening, I might get out to Penny's or get into the shops in town and just pick up a few decorations to finish off. But I'm going to show you my tree now because I'm quite proud of it, I'm not going to lie. So this light is really not picking up the tree very well, but obviously it's really bright right now, so you're not going to see the benefits of the lights. But our tree is up, guys. We have no star on the top. I need to go out and get a star, and I also need to get something for the base of the tree and something to hide all these wires on the edge because they look absolutely awful. But you get what I mean, like the bulk of the tree is up. We just have to finish decorating it now and get other bits for around the end. And can we please take a moment to appreciate this little sausage dog? I got this little guy in the range, obviously for Pablo, and I'm absolutely obsessed with him. I'm going to show you the tree again tonight when it's actually like lit up and when you can actually see it, because this lighting is absolutely terrible. And to be honest, it looks quite miserable. So I'll just pretend I never showed you this one, guys, and you'll see it properly tonight. But I am so happy that the tree is up early this year, guys. If you remember, this time last year I actually moved in here and I just didn't decorate, because if you've ever moved apartments before, you're going to know what I'm talking about with just how stressful it is and how time consuming it is. So decorating was the last thing on my list this time last year. But this year we were super early. It's my first time ever having a tree up in November. I think it was the 29th or the 30th of November that we put it up because we were just so excited, and it's feeling very festive in the apartment at the moment, so I am loving it. We had our first like proper Christmas night this weekend. We put on The Holiday, sat down for like 2 hours and just completely relaxed with the lights on, sipping a cup of tea, cuddles on the couch with Pabs and Gary, and it was honestly pure bliss. And guys, I genuinely do think that given everything that's happened this year and how restricted we've been and how difficult it was for everyone, I just think that this year we're going to appreciate Christmas time and just time with our loved ones so much more. So honestly guys, since the tree went up, I have felt so positive and uplifted, and I'm just really excited for the next couple of weeks. And are you excited as well, Pablo? like sisters in some lights.
Yeah, I think it's when we both have makeup on.
Yeah, and it's the lashes. I feel like we're all clones of each other these days. Guys, introducing Danielle. Danielle is actually working with us now for COM Fitness. We're actually about to go to Aldi and get a food shop, but I just wanted to introduce you. She's on the team COM Fitness now. So Danielle is actually one of my best friends, and I hired her about 2 weeks ago, and we haven't killed each other yet.
We're surviving it.
Danielle's basically been helping me with COM Fitness and just staying organised, and Danielle's the reason I can record again, because I actually have time to do other things, so you can thank Danielle for that one. Danielle loves actually parking right behind me. I think you just like to challenge me.
I think I'd like to start your day with a challenge, to be honest.
And my car has sensors all over it, so it's like beep, 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 don't crash, don't crash. I actually think like I can't pass anything that has a dash down on it and be like, yeah, I can live without it. I can't. Dash down through the snow. Look at the mini Pablos. Honestly, the ham aisle is my favourite aisle. I don't personally agree with the macros on these. I think they're wrong. Yeah, they say there's 37 grams protein per 100 gram.
No.
Like that's way more than chicken and beef,
Yeah,
so I don't know where the extra protein came from. Guys, the real reason I'm here today is because someone texted me. It was either a text or an email, and they told me that they had these in Aldi. Look at them.
Wow.
There's little pug ones.
Of course, we are listening to Justin Bieber.
That's all I listen to.
In the car.
Whenever Gary's not here, I just listen to Justin Bieber. Okay guys, so we just had our pre-workout meals and we're about to go to the gym now, but I just realised I never actually updated you on the COM Fitness restock and recent launch, so sorry I'm late to the party. We did actually launch it last week, but I have a Gym Essentials box here. So I launched new gift boxes for Christmas. There was a Home Essentials one that actually sold out on the same day, but we do have a couple of the Gym Essentials boxes left if you are interested in picking them up. I'm going to put a reel on the screen for you now to show you what's inside, but we have knee sleeves, wrist wraps, wrist straps and cable cuffs, so they're all like top sellers on site, and they're just a really nice box for under the tree at Christmas. Like as you can see, it's quite a large box, covers my whole body. Quite a small person as well though, holding a large box. They're obviously sold separately as well, so it was quite a big launch for me. And for those asking about the barbell pads, they are going to be restocking in the next 2 weeks, so just keep an eye out for that.
I wanna be with you. I wanna be with you.
Gary is very in the dark there. Can you see him?
In the dark.
He's here though.
You'll probably be able to see my teeth.
That's how far back Gary sits in the car, guys, in case you're wondering. He literally sits in the back because his legs are so long, and I sit in the bumper because I literally am under the wheel. Like, it's so funny. But anyway, we are done in the gym, as you can see, and Gary actually trained as well at the same time as me, and we are about to go and view a new office space. So we have been looking for so long and we have had no luck because of what we're looking for. We need somewhere where we can store stock. So Gary obviously has Sub Supreme, I have COM Fitness, and then we also need somewhere to have a desk where we can work outside of the apartment, and we want somewhere that we can bring Pablo and Oscar, so it's a bit of a sticky one. So I think we're looking for more of like a unit / office space kind of.
Yeah, that's what we need.
Yeah, definitely, because both of us are really sick of working from the apartment as well, like especially during lockdown. We work from home anyway, but I think the amount of time we've actually spent in our apartment this year is just worrying.
It's a bit worrying. It is indeed.
It's not good for our mental health, guys. Honestly, I know I sound dramatic, but like when you're spending this, like all your time in one place all day every day, it's actually not good for your head. So I just think it's time for us to move up in the world, like, and get an actual office space where we can make it our own. So we've already done 2 viewings and we've been browsing the whole time on like office websites basically, and this one has a really good location. It's actually very near where my mum and dad live, so fingers crossed today will be the day.
It should be like 3rd time lucky, you know?
Yeah, 3rd time lucky, exactly. So I will catch you later. Okay guys, it is the following day. Last time I would have seen you, we would have been just going to the office viewing. So mini update on that. The place was perfect. It was a really good size and it was a really good price. But I thought that there was going to be some sort of lift to get us from the ground floor to the 1st floor, and there wasn't. There was just loads of stairs, and carrying like hundreds of kilos of products up and down those stairs is not practical at all. So it wasn't a 3rd time lucky, unfortunately, but I'm still keeping my hopes up. There are going to be lots of more offices becoming free towards the new year from what I've been told, so we're just going to keep looking for now and keep our heads up. So as you can see, I've changed my outfit. I actually put on like a nice jumper and jeans today for a change, guys. I actually haven't worn even just like a nice woolly jumper in quite a while because I've had nowhere to go. But myself and Gary are going to go in and do some Christmas shopping today, which I am so excited about. But obviously before I wrap this video up, guys, I did want to give you a big update on prep and for my shows for 2021. So myself and my coach had a call yesterday morning. We set everything in stone. Myself and Gary are doing the same shows, so I don't really want to say the show dates yet, just in case anything happens or in case I change what shows I want to do. But the shows that we're doing are 1 week apart and they are both in April. So my coach is actually sending over my plans this week. I really don't think I'm going to start prep properly this week, to be honest, because I'm just not mentally ready. Like, Ireland just opened up again and I just kind of wanted a week or 2 to spend with my friends and family before going into a proper prep and diet mode. And to be honest, I'm not that rushed or under as much pressure as last year to start prep. My starting point this year is much better than last year, and that's just simply down to improving my habits this year. I didn't change anything drastic. I just improved my eating habits. I improved my training quality, and overall I just had a better system in place this year and I was just a lot more consistent. My coach reckons that I'm going to be ready a couple of weeks out this year and we can kind of like feed into the show. Obviously guys, last year I stopped at 6 weeks out, so I don't think I actually know the full extent of what's ahead of me yet. It's still going to be a huge learning curve, but I definitely have a better idea of what to expect coming into prep this year. I don't think it's going to be as much of a shock. I'm actually 2 kg lighter this year, and I wouldn't say I lost like 2 kg of muscle by any means. I think I actually gained a little bit of muscle and definitely lost some fat over the last like 9 months since I came out of prep. So I don't think the dieting will be as aggressive because my starting point is just a little bit better this time around. As I mentioned, myself and Gary are going to be doing the same shows, which is great because we're both in this together. Obviously Gary has competed before. He competed like 3 or 4 years ago, so he kind of knows what to expect, but being able to do it together and struggle together and also like go through the highs and lows of prep together is going to be so special. You know, it might look glam on Instagram when you're looking lean and you're working out and you're prepping your meals and everything looks so organised, but it can be really challenging on relationships as well. But the fact that we're in it together and we're both kind of feeling the same way the whole way along, and we're both learning from each other and just gaining motivation off each other, it actually really brought us together a lot last year. And I'm so happy I'm going to have Gary to fall back on and Gary to just motivate me along the way as well. So as I mentioned guys, the shows are in April, the first 2 shows that we're going to be doing. So I don't know whether to start the prep series as of like December or wait a couple of weeks. You can let me know what you want in the comment section. I just don't want to be dragging it out either. So let me know if you'd like me to start documenting everything as of now, because I would obviously love to bring you along. Obviously this year the shows were cancelled due to COVID, but I'm feeling a lot more hopeful going into next year. I just feel like things aren't going to be back to normal, but I think things will be a lot more stable and we'll have a lot more things in place to make sure that these shows can go ahead. Whereas this year it was just an absolute shit show and no one knew what to do. So I'm very excited to do it all over again and hopefully actually reach the stage this time around. But yeah guys, that is the update. Prep 2021 is happening. I have about 2 weeks or so to kind of go wild with my friends and eat out and have date nights, but I'm honestly equally as excited to just get back in my zone and start prep and see what we can do next year. But anyway, as I mentioned guys, myself and Gary are going to go in and do some Christmas shopping now. I have a couple of bits that I need to actually pick up for myself and like presents for other people as well, so it's going to be a busy one. But that is pretty much it for today's video guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to like and subscribe and I will catch you next time.